Hello, this is the start of my new ZBLL series. I'm going to be learning ZBLL, and if you want to learn ZBLL with me, you can go ahead and watch this video. I will be learning the algorithms first, and then I'll probably post a video on it shortly after. So yeah. Since a few people like Max Shaw and Brian Sun have already made ZBLL videos on the U and T cases, I will be starting off with the L case. The L case is when these diagonal corners are twisted and then the rest of the cube, which is oriented, looks like this with opposite corners. All right, so now actually getting into the cases. This is part 1 of LZBLL, and this is going to be the 2DLL set, basically. What this means is, it's just the corners are all in the right spot already. They just need to be twisted. So if you look, if I twist this corner, it'll be solved along with the rest of them. Okay, so the way that we recognize LZBLLs is we recognize corner permutation with these 3 stickers here, or you could do these 3 here. And then we'll also recognize by blocks here or these sides here. So our first case of L2GLL is a 2 twist. So if you notice, everything is solved except for these 2 corners which need to be twisted. So what you'll do is from this angle, which is the recognizing angle, you do a U prime. So the yellow stickers face this way, and then you're gonna do this. Breaking the alg down, you hold it here, and you do R prime, U prime, R prime. So you take out this pair, then you do F, so you take out this pair, D prime, and you do R, U, R prime. So you kind of put this pair back in, right? If you notice, right, it's here, and you kind of connect it back. You do this D move to fix the block in the back, and then here you kind of do R2, so it solves this block, and then you solve this pair like that. For our next case, we have a 2 twist and basically an H perm pattern. If you notice, there's a lot of opposite colors, so it's an H perm. So what you do is you'll hold it from this angle, so a U2 angle from our recognition angle, so that the yellow stickers face this way, and you'll do this. Okay, so breaking the alg down, basically what we have is a triple soon. So, except we cancel the moves. So when you hold it here, a soon is like this, right? So you just you go here, and if you notice, you can do 3 soons and it'll solve it. But you can cancel a lot of moves. So you take this pair out, right? And then you insert it with a U2. Okay, for our next case, we have a Z perm, which goes this way. The edges swap going this way. So for this one, you hold it from this angle and you do this. Okay, so breaking the alg down, basically, you hold it from your recognition angle, you do an anti-soon, U2, and then do a soon. For this case, it's also Z perm. It's not as obvious as the other one because it's going this way. It's So the other one was going this way, and now this one's going this way. So you can kind of notice that over here. Like the pattern is very abstract, unusual. So for this one, it's basically the inverse of the other one. So you hold it here, and this time you do soon first, U2, anti-soon. For this next case, we have a block here and opposites here. So for this one, you'll hold it from this angle and you'll do this. Okay, so breaking the alg down, we have it from this angle. There's a block here and opposite here. So what I like to think about in this case is you hold the opposites in front, the bar here, and you'll break the opposite. So, and then you'll also keep this bar. So you go like this, and then you go into a soon. And then from here, it becomes an anti-soon. So you'll do U, and then you'll do back soon. Okay, this next one is kind of the mirror of the last one. So instead of the bar being here and then the opposite being here, now it's the other way around. Now there's a bar here and the opposite here. And we'll follow the same concept. We'll do U prime and put it here. And then we'll do this. Okay, so breaking it down now, it's the same idea. We put it here. And then what we'll do is we'll break the opposite and keep the bar. So we'll do an R prime to break this opposite and keep the bar into a back soon. U prime into regular soon. Okay, for this next case, it is similar to the other ones, but it will be a completely different algorithm. So instead of opposites, now it's adjacent here, and then there's still a bar here. So for this case, we'll do this. Okay, so breaking the alg down, we have it from here, and again, we'll keep the bar. And this time, you can think about it as like, if you do R prime, U prime, R, U, it kind of takes this pair out, right? But instead, we'll do R2, U prime, R, U. So it kind of takes a cross edge out. And now we'll do our U prime, R prime to insert this edge here. And then now we'll take the edge out like this with our U prime, R prime, and then U, and then solve the rest. This one is the mirror of the other one. So now the bar is here and adjacent is here. So we'll move it to the back. So the bar's here, and then we'll do this. Okay, so breaking the alg down. Oh, that was the wrong setup. Basically, you can think about it just like the other one. So if you do R, U, R prime, U prime, you take this pair out. But instead of doing that, we'll do R2, U, R prime, U prime. So we take the cross edge out. Now we'll do R prime, U, R to insert this edge here. U. And then now we'll take the pair out, or the edge out, I mean. R prime, U, R, take the edge out. And now we'll just solve the rest. These next 4 cases will be inverses of the last 4. So for our first one, they're all gonna be U-perm patterns. If you see here, there's like opposites and adjacents. So for this one, oops. You'll want to hold it here and think about the opposite as like a pseudo block. So we'll put the opposites here, and we'll do an anti-soon to break up this opposite like this. U, and then back anti-soon. This is the mirror of the last case. So now the opposites are here. So you'll hold it in the back and you'll break it up with a back anti-soon. U prime anti-soon. For our last two cases, if you notice at the front, everything's like, nothing's really matching because they're all adjacents. So when you notice these, what I like to do is I like to go to the back. So the stickers are facing this way. And you look at the back bar, the back block, and you'll notice that there's a bar and an opposite. So for this one, the bar and opposite, the bar is this way. So we'll hold it here and we'll actually break the bar and you'll do this. All right, so breaking the L down. First, it's kind of like the inverse of a previous algorithm, but before we did R2 U R prime U prime, right? For one of them. But now, for this one, since it's in the back, we'll do R2 U R prime U. And then now, we'll insert this edge into the back. We'll do U prime, and then we'll take out that edge, U, and then you'll kind of insert everything back in like that. Okay, our final case, again, there's just adjacents in the front, so it's kind of hard to see. But if you do U2, then there's a bar and an opposite. But now the bar's on this side instead of here. So what we'll do is a U prime, and then we'll break up this bar. So we'll do this. All right, so breaking the algorithm down, we have it here. We'll do a U prime, so the yellow stickers are facing this way. We'll break up this bar with R2 U prime R U prime. We'll insert this edge into here. Do a U, take out the edge so it goes here, U prime, and then we'll just solve the rest. All right, that'll be it for part 1 of ZBLL. Recording these are pretty awkward because it feels like I'm talking to a wall, but I think we'll make it work. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video.